Welcome. Everybody who's out here, welcome. Welcome to Screen Fiend as we go over this Marvel. Oh my God, it was incredible.
First of which is Captain America, Brave New World.
All right, welcome everybody. Good to see you.
I am the king of the Serpent Society. I am Seth Volker, Sidewinder.
So Sidewinder is in here. That's who his character is.
From Captain America, Brave New World, just for you, and we're all going to watch it right
Serpent
now.
Hey, Mr. President!
Remember they were supposed to do Serpent Society in 2016? And they didn't do it. They ended up changing the name to Civil War.
And I'm delighted, and I am proud to become a member of the Marvel Universe. I had been watching fantastic actors, some of which are here tonight, have a really good time working in the Marvel Universe, and I wanted a piece of the action. All right, thank you guys. Got the cast of Captain America, Brave New World. Thank you. 1 year from today, exactly 1 year from this weekend, we are releasing Marvel's first family into the MCU, the Fantastic Four. Ladies and gentlemen, our director, Matt Shackman.
I'm still awake. We know that Fantastic Four is set in a version of 1960s New York.
So a lot of it was about finding inspiration from the futurists of that time, especially Sid Mead, and using that as sort of inspiration.
So the 1960s version.
The New York that you know from the 60s and something you've never seen before. But more than just the visual aesthetics, the 60s to me is all about optimism. It's about looking to the stars, about dreaming, about traveling into space. It's about how with the right heart and the right mind, you can do anything, which is what the Fantastic Four is all about. And so it's more about capturing the spirit and the tone, which is not a bad segue because I put something together for you guys.
That is the official title, The Fantastic Four First Steps, and that amazing music you heard was our composer, Michael Giacchino. And the other surprise is that the cast is all here. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Grimm. There he is. George Johnny Storm. Joseph Quinn. Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby. And Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Pascal.
Whoa!
By the way, this is the first time, all in public, Marvel's first family.
All right. Hey.
So I think we can all say we've laughed a lot. We've cried with laughter many days. So hopefully we can bring that to the movies.
But you start shooting on Monday back in the UK. Don't you have to?
Pedro Pascal should be the thing. He would be the better
They have to fly back. But the good thing about that is they have their own Fantastic car, which will take them back to the UK, hopefully, very, very quickly.
Yes, they are literally going back right now, back to London to start shooting the Fantastic Four. The entire cast, thanks guys. Movie next year that comes out in May, and it's called Thunderbolts. Director of Thunderbolts, Jake Schreier. Geraldine Viswanathan. Lewis Pullman. Anna John Common. Wyatt Russell. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Florence Pugh. Sebastian Stan.
Lucky.
And David Harbour. David. Yeah! It is I, Alexei Shostakov. I've come here today to introduce you to the brand new team of heroes in the MCU. It is this great team, I have to tell you. They are wonderful. They are the Thunderbolts. We think all the same thoughts. We take care of each other. We show up for each other. Let me introduce you to... You guys didn't dress up? Guys, I sent that email, and we all said we were going to dress up because it was Comic-Con. Well, thank you. But I'm out of here. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey, Jake, what's with the asterisk? Oh, the asterisk. I can tell you that it means something.
I mean, we had a real ride because we actually loved working with each other. Valentina is after power, control, and I would say just generally she's wants to kick ass in the Marvel universe. I think that's a good answer.
No, it's been really a privilege, honestly. I remember being on the stage with Captain America Winter Soldier, and I was so terrified at the time that I was like, it's okay, he has a mask, he doesn't speak. I don't have to speak. But I'm so grateful to see everybody here and to be up here with this incredible, talented group of people. And so I'm grateful.
Right on.
I just want to say thank you so much for all of you being here and for giving us the energy again.
And what's exciting is that the Fantastic Four cast and many other members you've seen today will also be appearing in the 2 Avengers films that we're making. Yes, yes. Do you want to hear a little bit about the Avengers films? You know, one thing that people have been asking of late is who the heck is going to direct these 2 movies? Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, Joe and Anthony Russo.
So they brought the Russo brothers back.
Oh my God. We missed you guys.
They were available.
You are the best damn fans in the world.
Oh, wow. So, Joe, are we really going to do this?
I don't know. We're up here, right?
This is happening, guys.
Can we still back out? Is it? No?
Okay, just hear me out. When we directed Avengers Endgame, Joe and I truly believed that it was the end of the road for us in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because we had put all of our passion, all our love, all our imagination into the Winter Soldier, into Civil War, into Infinity War, climaxing all of it with Avengers Endgame. That 4-movie run was incredible, and it left us creatively spent with all of our emotions on the floor. In the time since, through a very special story, Joe and I have come to potentially see a road forward with you all.
And it's the biggest story that Marvel Comics ever told. It's the first comic book run that I read as a kid that made me fall in love with comics. It's the reason that Anthony and I are standing up here. And I think you all know the name of it.
The name is Secret Wars.
Get ready.
We are, in fact, doing it. As fans of the comic know, Secret Wars is incredibly ambitious. All of this made Joe and I understand that we would need to make another essential movie first in order for all of us to be ready for Secret Wars.
Yeah, there is one very, very important character that is required to do Secret Wars justice. And it's a character that Marvel has not introduced yet. And it could be the most important character in all of the Marvel universe. Now, listen, if we're gonna bring Victor Von Doom to the screen, and he is one of the more complex characters in all of comics, right, Kevin? Then I think we're gonna need the greatest actor in the world to play that character. As proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
New mask. Same task. What can I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
Wow. Love you. Love you.
Wow. All right. Like Robert. Like Robert said, new mask, same task, and the task for all of us, including everybody in this room together, is for us to help create the greatest possible experience that we can all have together in a movie theater. So let's get to it. Bring your imagination, your love, and your passion, and we will see you in 2 years with Doomsday.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. Great work. Thank you. Thank you, as always. Hall H. Yes. I'm out of here.
So let's talk about it. Right? We just saw that, and unbelievable. A lot of people are mixed. They're happy to see Robert Downey Jr. back. They're not happy to see him back as Dr. Doom. Here's what people don't know, or some people might know. In the original Fantastic Four movie, he auditioned to play Dr. Doom. A lot of people don't know that. Oh my God, LB is alive. MCU is so desperate right now. You're not introducing the Fantastic Four with Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. That's just stupid. They're just shitting on Dr. Doom. What is the point? Here's the thing. He might appear in that movie. That's what you don't know. His full-length feature film is coming first. The Kang Dynasty might be pushed back beyond that because you can't do Secret Wars. See, the whole thing was Secret Wars was coming, and then the Kang Dynasty. Now you're having this whole Doom situation come in, And they're rewriting the script to making it all about Doom. So Doomsday is going to come. And then you have the Secret Wars. Then you can still do the Kang Dynasty after the fact. By that time, you could bring in the same actor, Jonathan Majors, to play the role. Or if you're going to show Kang the Conqueror in these two movies within these 2 years, then here we are. Or do you recast Kang? Because you can. It's just I'm upset with how they did that. Do I think Robert Downey Jr. can play Doctor Doom? Yes, he can. He could deliver on who Doctor Doom is, but it's going to be hard for the fans to see him as the iconic character, Iron Man, who really let off and shot off the whole MCU. Now he's playing Doctor Doom. It's a little different than Johnny Storm being able to go back and play Captain America. He started off as a smaller character, then went to a bigger character. It's entirely different here. Well, the guy who played Oppenheimer was supposed to play Doctor Doom. This is named Cillian Murray. He was supposed to play Doctor Doom. He was in negotiations to play the part, and everything was going as scheduled, and he was going to be that character. And when they had the Kang Dynasty, Doctor Doom was going to be involved in Secret Wars. That's when they were gonna introduce him in like the Fantastic Four movie, and then that was gonna shoehorn him into Secret Wars. And that character, Cillian Murray, was gonna play him. But everything changed when the Jonathan Major situation. Then they saying they're redoing the script. There's going to be no more Kang Dynasty. They're taking that completely off the board because of the failure of Quantumania and everything else. Marvel got scared and they panicked. So they needed something with a splash. So they kept teasing about bringing Iron Man back. So right before Comic-Con, Deadpool comes out, which everybody was raving about, like dying to see Wolverine kick off, which would, bring in the Fox universe and all of these things. So now I'm anxious to see Iron Lad. Well, I'm not really. At this point, it doesn't make any sense. Well, no, it does. It's a panic move by Marvel. Marvel wanted to bring him back full circle. They wanted him back into the fray. They wanted him back. Robert Downey Jr., he's an icon in the movie industry. Definitely Oppenheimer. He just got an Oscar. So bringing him back will give him star power. Other than that, he wasn't really doing shit since since Endgame. So it wasn't like he had a lot to do. See, the thing about what Robert Downey Jr. can do is he's a good Victor Von Doom. He's really good at bringing a Victor Von Doom. Before y'all knew him as Tony Stark, the funny guy and everything else, Victor Von Doom would have been a character he could have played, a real dark, like if you like in Oppenheimer, when he played that role in there, he was great. He could be cold, manipulative. He said, if y'all don't know who's two actors are, they're the two actors from 1999 and 2001, The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. What actors is that? Yes, but after Endgame, he came out with Doolittle, and it did little. That movie bombed. Then he took a movie with the on Netflix with his wife. They put out a story where a kid was born with antlers on his head. I want Jonathan Majors to get a shot too. What's next? Chris Evans to become Magneto? No, he's Johnny Torch. He's Johnny from Fantastic Four again. He cameoed already. Chris Evans is probably done putting on the cape and everything. If Hugh Jackman came back as Ghost Rider, that's the problem. People are going to have a hard time like unidentifying him as Tony Stark. It's just not, it's a hard thing to do. It's a risky thing by Marvel, but it's desperate. Robert Downey Jr. was not coming back as Iron Man. They tried to get him to come back as Iron Man. So we cannot be bought by this trash move. The fans are already bought. Once they saw Robert Downey Jr., they were bought. He told me to scroll up. I'd rather have, okay, so that's what you mean. Arnold Oslo or Ordo Ferrer as Dr. Doom. Okay, you talking about the guy who played the Mummy? Somebody said Robert Downey Jr. is too short to play. I'm like, Robert Downey Jr. isn't that short. He's going to be sarcastic, clippy, and Doom is more serious. That's what I'm saying. You are used to seeing him play those type of roles. But he's actually much better in different roles. You have to go watch him in his serious roles where he's not chippy. He's not doing those parts. He could really play a dark role. It's just having fans identify with him as Dr. Doom. But it's already sold. Marvel just needed him back. And the only reason he would come back, it has to be something that would be intriguing or a challenge. He's already done Iron Man. He doesn't want to do that again. He's exhausted from playing Iron Man. Oh, he's got a fortune from Marvel. He made a fortune off Endgame. He made about $100 million off of Endgame by itself. That's why they had to go into a whole nother contract with him. The Blade movies in limbo. They only did 3 movies. Well, Matt Matheson already played in what's this, Doctor Strange. Luke Evans as Doctor Doom is pretty obvious. He would play a good Doctor Doom. He would. He looks sinister, but you've seen him in a lot of different movies playing that role. So it would be no surprise to it. Here is a mystery. A lot of people are so caught into Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. This is going to sell to the people because they're going to want to see what this is going to look like with him being Dr. Doom. He auditioned for Dr. Doom and was denied and lost to the guy from Nip Tuck who played him in the Fantastic Four movie. In both movies, actually. Now, we just got Peter Parker away from Mr. Stark just to have him have PTSD from seeing Dr. Doom as Mr. Stark. Yeah, a lot of people are happy right now. He was dumb fans bought this shit. 70% don't like this move, and you 30% are the people excited. I'm not excited about it. I don't think my whole take is this: he shouldn't be playing the role. I'm okay with Doomsday, but I would introduce it with a character no one knows. So that unknown would be there. It'd be a whole character we don't know. So we're like, man, who is this guy? Like, what's going on? I would wanted to see what he was gonna do, so I could be more focused on Doom and seeing what character they're gonna do instead of being focused on Robert Downey Jr. I want to focus on Victor Doom. So I would not have casted him, but I understand what Marvel is doing. This was a panic move. They just had their first hit in a long time with Deadpool. Deadpool broke all the box office, everything. Crushed it. So, yeah, it's a panic move out of desperation. Right. It's not about him being a good actor. I mean, I understand it's a splash. If Robert Downey Jr. want to come in and be Janitor Man, you pay Robert Downey Jr. to come back in the Marvel. That's just it. They didn't want him to be Doctor Doom. He wanted to play Doctor Doom. What do you tell Robert Downey Jr.? He doesn't want to come back to play Iron Man. He's going to get a whole bag of money. He's going to executive produce this movie. He's going to get points, everything off this movie. This movie's going to make $1 billion in revenue. Okay. I want a comic book accurate Doctor Doom. Well, that's the thing about Doctor Doom. Is there a comic book accurate Doctor Doom that you could do? That's another thing with Doctor Doom. Because it's like, what is his original story? Because they changed it like so many times. They keep adding to his story and it keeps changing. Black Panther 2 didn't tank. It was the only movie that Marvel put out that won. That's the misconception, is that it tanked. It did not tank. Now, people's likability of Black Panther 2 was split. When they like, man, I didn't like this movie. Man, we gotta have Black Panther. How have we got a Black Panther movie with no Black Panther? Then they had the female Black Panther, which she really didn't take the medal to the end of the film. So it's just the way it went down. But I enjoyed watching Namor. No, they're gonna bring in the son. He's gonna be the new Black Panther. Black Panther 3 is gonna be the son of T'Challa. They're gonna time jump and everything. So it's already set in stone. Now, Brave New World is gonna kick everything off. Now, everybody had this character.
Welcome, everybody. Good to see ya.
I am the king of the Serpent Society. I am Seth Volker, Sidewinder.
So everybody had his character wrong. He's actually Sidewinder from the Serpent Society, which was Captain America's like enemy, all his enemies in a group. Like they would do the Sinister Six. They had the Serpent Society all against Captain America. So he's the head of that. So they had his character completely wrong. What everybody thought from the trailer of who his character was.
A scene from Captain America: Brave New World, just for you, and we're all gonna watch it right now.
Hey, Mr. President!
Harrison Ford and Fred Hall. See, I enjoy the Captain America movies. Like I enjoyed those. They were more grounded in reality than fiction. Now, the Disney Plus shows have been losing a lot of pull, except from Loki. Loki was the one that had a lot of push. But the Loki season 2 was all built on launching the Kang the Conqueror movie. But that was mirrored and marred by all of the controversy and scandal with Jonathan Majors, which was the BS that came along with him. I told y'all Superman was going to be all right. Don't worry about Superman. I know the entire script, and I'm like, oh, I'm with this. So I'm not worried about it. Everybody was so worried about the gay Superman son and all that. Like, Superman ain't gay, and it started a whole big controversy. I'm like, James Gunn has not let anyone down. Go back and watch a James Gunn movie that he's done. And if James Gunn done it, it was perfect. Peacemaker, great. I would watch Peacemaker and crack the hell up watching Peacemaker. I have no problem with Peacemaker. I'm like, everything James Gunn has done has been on the money for me. But Doom has to be Romanian. Well, I guess they couldn't find any more. Well, you don't know. Robert Downey Jr. could be a Romanian Jew. You don't know. Loki and Captain America are the two best shows. Yeah, they were. Now, here's what caught my attention. And I wanted to be clear on it. What caught my attention on this was not this show here, but let me show you what caught my attention. The Fantastic Four revealed. Fantastic Four, the first steps. They're going back to the 1960s.
We know that Fantastic.
So they're taking it back to the 1960s Fantastic Four. So they're basically trying to do what they did with WandaVision and take it back to the original back in the days Fantastic.
Whoa! Whoa!
Now the actors they have in there to play is the guy that played in the DC universe, the guy who played the Flash. I mean, who played
This is the
first Flash. He's in here, and I'm like, Pedro Pascal is playing the original Reed Richards, which don't make sense. Seeing the girl that was in Hobbs and Shaw, her playing Sue Storm makes sense. This guy, I guess, is one of these guys are Ben Grimm, and the other one is Johnny. So I'm thinking he's Johnny, and this guy is Ben Grimm. And it's just like, this is the Fantastic Four. No, you're about the 15th person that told me I need to watch Supercell. I haven't watched it yet. I just see it every time I pass by something. Well, the teaser trailer, yeah, they took it down because that was for the fans. Wasn't for us. He said, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of Pedro Pascal. He's in too many different projects. Oh, that's hilarious, because that's exactly what I said about. I'm like, how is he gonna do this? And he's playing the Mandalorian. I was just I'm like, hey, the Mandalorian, and but he's like, well, the Mandalorian, he don't take his mask off. I'm like, but we know it's Pedro Pascal. Then he's in the video game movie with the girl, The Last of Us. He's in that one. He's supposed to die in season 2, but now I'm like, he's got to film that season, and now he's filming this too. He said, "Read Ricardo." I'm just like, he don't fit Reed Richards. He fits more like Ben Grimm to me. I'm like, he's more the Ben Grimm guy. The guy right here in the front, he should be Reed Richards. That should be Reed Richards. This should be Ben Grimm. What the hell's going on around here? I look at this guy, like, okay, that's Mr. Fantastic. He's tall, lanky. He's got the frame for goddamn Mr. Fantastic. He doesn't have the frame for Mr. Fantastic. I'm like, he's too muscular to be Mr. Fantastic. I'm like, this is not the way it's supposed to go. Now, the first steps is kind of obvious when they're trying to go. Then they bring this car out. They fly the Fantastic car around. This is like the 5th time they have made a Fantastic Four movie.
All right, guys.
Now, they botched this cast again. No, I'm just saying, I understand all that. But now they're going back to the 1960s. Are they going to have Galactus in this? Because a lot of people are saying Galactus is going to be in here. He's like, I swear, at one moment he's fighting Nicolas Cage. He's fighting Wonder Woman. When did he fight Nicolas Cage? Yeah, I saw him fight Wonder Woman. I saw him as Mando. I saw him in The Last of Us. I saw him in what's his name? The one with Denzel Washington. The Equalizer. He was in The Equalizer 2. He was the main villain in that one. So Galactus is going to be the main villain of this one. So if we finally get Galactus in here, probably in his full form and not just his volcano-like form when he was coming in The Rise of the Silver Surfer. The Rise of the Silver Surfer wasn't an awful movie like people thought. I've seen way worse films than that. The Silver Surfer actually looked great. A lot of people didn't know Vin Diesel was supposed to be the Silver Surfer. They were going to paint Vin Diesel all silver. And he was going to have on these like spandex trunks. And Vin Diesel was going to be all... Oh, you talking about oh yeah, that's right. The unbearable weight of the massive talent. Well, you're missing this. This is the Fantastic Four. And their new cast and the new Fantastic Four team with Pedro Pascal. Until let me go back and see how they announced these people. So
You heard was our composer, Michael Giacchino. And the other surprise is that the cast is all here. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Grimm. Here he is.
so he's Ben Grimm. This makes no damn sense.
George Johnny Storm. Joseph Quinn.
Johnny Storm is fine.
Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby. And Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Pascal.
Whoa! Whoa!
By the way, this is the first time all in public, Marvel's first family.
Yeah, they look really stoked. But yeah, this actor here, I believe he plays in. I believe he's the actor from The Flash that played the Reverse Flash. I could be wrong, but him as Ben Grimm. If Galactus is in this movie, this is a film about Galactus. Do you understand that? It's not gonna fly. Because I know for a fact, ain't no comic book fan alive is not gonna watch a movie that has Galactus in it. Now, what the movie actually looks like is different. But I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. We are not going to forget that part. Then the movie I want to see the most, the Thunderbolts. I'm interested to see how they're going to
Director of Thunderbolts, Jake Schreier. Geraldine Viswanathan. Lewis Pullman. Anna John Common. Wyatt Russell. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
But Wyatt Russell, they never announced their characters.
Lawrence Pierre.
We know who Lawrence Pierre is.
Sebastian Stan.
And we know who stands for it.
And David Harbour. David. Yeah! It is I, Alexei Shostakov. I've come here today to introduce you to the brand new team of heroes in the MCU. It is this great team, I have to tell you. They're wonderful. They are the Thunderbolts. We think all the same thoughts. We take care of each other. We show up for each other. Let me introduce you to... You guys didn't dress up? Guys, I sent that email, and we all said we were going to dress up because it was Comic-Con. Well, thank you. But I'm out of here. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, Jake.
And he was out of there. And he was out of there. Blade's on ice right now. Venom 3 looks awful. Well, it's Sony. That's all I can tell you if it's Sony. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Fans have always been wrong about hating characters. That's true. I understand the fans was wrong when they they were against certain casters like Ben Affleck as Batman, Heath Ledger as the Joker, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, but they got it wrong with Dr. Doom and Mr. Fantastic casted. I would have rather seen the first guy. All they need to do is give the script to each other. Be like, look, you Ben Grimm, I'm Mr. Fantastic. Let's switch this up. And then the script is okay. I'm okay with Pedro Pascal being Ben Grimm. Where the black people at? Oh, it ain't enough. Ain't enough parts for them yet. What's that?
I'm disgusted by everything.
That's why I opened it up. I knew you wanted to share your disdain with these.
I'm truly disgusted and heartbroken by what we have gotten. We've gotten nothing but mid, and it continues to be mid. This casting is mid. Okay, we asked for John Krasinski. I mean, I get he didn't want to do it, but damn it, give us something else. Pedro Pascal.
John Krasinski to play which character? Doomsday?
No, Mr. Fantastic. We did
Mr.
give
Fantastic.
him. He was great, but he's the reason why the Fantastic Four hype is even this way right now, because him playing Mr. Fantastic, you know, all the fans basically got him the job because we begged for him to be in there. So Marvel was like, hey, John, you want to do it? The fans want you to do it. He's cool. But we want him back to do it because he is everything Reed Richards is.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You guys wanted him back, and I was 100% in agreement of him coming back. But they're doing this in the 1960s. So they're going from a whole nother time frame. The whole theme is the 1960s Fantastic Four. That's why it's called The First Steps. So they're taking it back to the 1960s.
Well, that's a trash ass. The First Steps is a trash ass name, by the way. What the hell is the First Steps of what?
The First Steps of the Fantastic Four. Like, I guess they go back to the 1960s. So it goes back that far. So they're going to take everybody through the steps.
They didn't even have to say that. I mean, I have a child. He's already taken his first steps. What are we doing? I mean, it's ridiculous. What are we, like? I don't know who came up with that name and said, you know what, Fantastic Four, the First Steps. I think that's gonna hit with the fans. The first steps of what? The first steps of the Marvel family? Like, get it. Look, that's Jesus Christ. Where's James Gunn at when you need him? Where's he at?
That title is trash. Like, did they put that name on the screen?
They did. Yeah, they doubled down on
that's
it.
That's the title. That's what
you know what would have been a better title? Even though it's obvious, Fantastic Four, the First Family. Like, that would have been a way better title than that.
It was right there, too. It was right there. They had the E and they had the F in front of first, but they was like, you know what? I don't like the A. I'm going to put the I
just call it Fantastic Four. And then the people, when they're describing Fantastic Four, they just call it Fantastic Four 2025 or 2026, whatever they're going to call it. Whatever year it's coming out.
Like, or just call it Fantastic Four.
First Steps. So now they're going to take their first steps, and then they're going to go
look at that. Look at the font. It looks like the Wonder Years, bro.
Like the Wonder Years, bro. They're taking it back to the old. This goes back to WandaVision. Everybody, oh man, we loved how they went back to the old TV shows, and now they didn't got drunk off of it and want to make a whole movie based off.
I was all for WandaVision. I remember when that first episode
came out,
I was like, I don't know about this, bro. Then the second episode, I said, wait a minute, this looking kind of interesting. But then when they blue balled me about Mephisto, I said, nah, y'all trash for that, bro. Y'all trash for that, bro.
LB and Quicksilver too.
Oh yeah, the Quicksilver. Oh my God, bro. I said.
And who asked for this?
What was his name? Ralph something. What was his
Ralph
name?
Bonner.
Oh my God, bro.
I think his name was like Ralph Tresman or something. I don't know.
Because that's my Quicksilver. I never gave a damn about that Quicksilver that was in Age of Ultron. That's my Quicksilver, bro.
Pietro. Who the hell is Pietro? What
Quicksilver.
Pietro.
Pietro.
I know who he is, but I'm like, Pietro? What do you mean Quicksilver? Pietro? They came with this little Spanish.
This is the third time, because I was watching, when I was on TikTok last night, I saw like a few Romani characters, like a few Romani TikTokers or whatever. They was like, dog, I'm tired of them whitewashing our characters. Y'all did this to Wanda. Y'all did this to Pietro. Now y'all doing this to Doom. Personally, me, I'm letting this slide just because Elizabeth Olsen is good as Wanda. And I like the Pietro from the Fox universe. But Doom has to be Romani, bro. You cannot ignore... Robert Downey Jr. is white. He's white. He is not Romani, bro. Like, he is white. And that shit is going to bug me. You couldn't find a guy from Romani, or at least Romani American, or something like that, that could actually play Doom.
People are Romanian Jews, and you just don't know it.
No, Robert Downey Jr. You want to know why? How I know? Because those people I was watching said he's not. So it's like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That he's straight up white. I even knew that he was straight up white. You can tell. You can look at him. Like,
well, see, now I want to know who asked for this Halloween Hocus Pocus Agatha the Heart shit. Nobody asked for that.
Oh, the Agatha.
Nobody
all along or whatever it's called.
Right. Nobody.
I know the whole script and it's terrible. And I'm like, man, she's a lesbian trying to get back with her, and like now Agatha's a lesbian, and the main villain is trying to sleep with her, and that's
Marvel is
mad
trying.
at her.
Are they going to at least?
And the person that
there was references in WandaVision where, like, you know, when she's holding on to the rabbit and all that. In the comics, that's her son. So
we got one more year, LB, for James Gunn to purify our souls with comic book movies.
I told you, I am not holding my breath on the DCU. It's like I'm not holding my breath, bro.
LB, we'll go
I'm okay with it. This Superman is gonna save the whole DCU.
I hope James Gunn does save us, but WB is going to WB.
No, they don't have control. They gave James Gunn full control, so they're out the way now.
Yeah, and when they got Ultraman in there, and I was like, when people saw that in the clip, they said, "Oh hell!"
Yeah, I heard about Ultraman. I heard that.
You mean Wonder Man? No, is it not Ultraman?
Ultraman from the crime syndicate universe, whatever. Yeah. So I heard that Henry Cavill might play Ultraman. I did hear that.
No, he
doesn't. No, it's not Henry Cavill. They got Ultraman. He's not being played by Henry Cavill.
Okay.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Well, he need to play Wolverine or something.
He's bigger than Superman. That dude got to be about 6'10". And I was like, damn.
You need to play Wolverine.
No, so the whole thing is Superman is in like year 2 or 3 of being Superman.
Right.
And there's all these other superheroes out there, but they like killing people. Superman don't like killing. So they have conversations about how they going about, fighting crime and all of this. And in the middle of it, you have like all these developments with Lex Luthor, Luthor Corp, all of these things coming in play. They're trying to investigate what Luthor's doing, and it's basically Superman 4. He's trying to make another Superman, but one that he can control. So he ends up having Bizarro. That's how he's gonna end up like becoming Bizarro or something. But they're gonna have Ultraman.
So they're gonna combine. They're gonna combine characters, Ultraman and Bizarro. I don't have a problem with that one.
Yeah, and then it's gonna bring in a whole lot of other characters into this too. But Superman they're gonna get Superman, like they're gonna turn on Superman, arrest him, all kind of stuff gonna go down in this shit. But James Gunn is got it going in the right direction. So, because all the other characters, they looking perfect.
Hawk Girl looking great. Also, I would love for James Gunn to actually do this. I would love to see Jonathan Majors as Green Lantern. I think that would be something.
As
epic.
John Stewart.
Yes, I think he would be incredible for that role. And I would like for them to bring back Hawkman from Black Adam. I would love for them to bring back.
I don't give a damn. I never cared about Hawkman. It was always Hawkgirl for me. Hawkgirl was the cooler character because she had the mace and all of that. Hawkman was always just, like.
The only time Hawkman was cool was in The Watchmen, the movie, where dude played him.
I just seen Watchmen in its entirety for the first time like 2 weeks ago when I was on Max.
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And they had what's his name playing him, and he was the guy that was supposed to play Ant-Man. And I'm like, he looked like Ant-Man. They looked just alike. And he was supposed to play, and they went with Paul Rudd. I'm like, well, they look the same. He the one that played the Insidious. Oh, that trilogy. He always do horror movies now.
Oh, Insidious.
But Paul Rudd is better though. Paul Rudd makes Ant-Man go though.
Yeah, he's the other guy.
I just looked at it like when I saw RGJ as Dr. Doom, because we and you, Christian, we talked about this yesterday. I was like, listen. I was like, what's next? When X-Men comes in, Chris Evans going to be Magneto? Like this is how we gonna be doing this, bro?
Yeah, man. I don't like this at all. You don't reintroduce the Fantastic Four, and you know what? Even though Victor Doom is in this universe, you know what? We're gonna get Robert Downey Jr.
But they got the Russos back. The Russo brothers are back.
It's not even about RDJ. I know he could play Doom. It's the fact I just don't want you to play Doom because you're solidified as Iron Man, and this is gonna mess with your legacy.
Well, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. My problem is if he's going to play.
It won't mess up Iron Man's legacy. It's just that it might mess up Doom's legacy.
Yeah,
because people gonna be looked at like they screwed Doom up. He's already done Iron Man good, so it's like then if he messed this up, like if Doom don't pop, they're gonna be like, man, see, this is why you should have just stayed Iron Man.
So what is the Avengers supposed to do? So what is the Avengers stand off with him? He take off his mask, and they gotta ignore the fact that, hey, you look like our guy Tony, bro. Like it's like you cannot ignore the fact that he's going to pretend to be a different guy. You can't ignore that.
We don't know which timeline they're going to be using.
They're going to do that. I hope they don't do that stupid storyline.
I know what they're doing because they've already
the superior Iron Man story.
No. This guy that's been predicting. He was the one that put out that Robert Downey Jr. was going to do it weeks ago.
Yeah, it was no secret. Everybody in there,
I know the guy. I think I know the guy you talk about because
but that guy
a year ago, and then he was right.
Right, but he said that he's gonna play the infamous Iron Man, so that means he's not playing Victor Von Doom. He's playing Tony Stark, who is Dr. Doom. That's a mistake. If you're gonna have
I don't like that.
I don't have a problem if Robert Downey Jr. say, "Hey, I'm playing Victor Von Doom." I have no problem with that. I've been like, "Okay, cool," because you're playing Victor Von Doom. Now I don't have a problem with that. You're playing Dr. Doom, and Victor Von Doom is there. You're making this situation difficult.
Because I listened to the wordplay when they was on stage. They said Victor Von Doom. So that just let me know right there, you actually going to have RDJ as him straight up. And it's like, no, bro, what are we doing? So we're going to have to ignore the fact that he looks like Tony Stark.
And we're going to have to ignore the fact that Dr.
As
Doom.
proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
You lied, Disney, you lied. Look at these idiots cheering. You morons. Look at these idiots cheering. You just eating it up.
They're confusing the fans because the guy that's said he's not playing Victor Von Doom. I'm going to go with the guy that been predicting it. That he said, no, he's not playing Victor Von Doom. He's playing Doctor Doom, but he's still Tony Stark.
So you're saying it might be a fake out, and then in Secret Wars you're gonna get the real deal?
No, he's not playing Victor Von Doom at all. They said Victor Von Doom is going to be in the movie, and Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in the movie as well. So you're going to have Doctor Doom and Doctor Doom.
Okay.
So what is the point?
I'll live with that one because it's going to be more multiverse shenanigans.
But
whatever,
that does
fine.
not. What is the purpose of Victor Von Doom if you're going to have another Doom? His arc doesn't even make any sense anymore. You just diminish his character. It's like, what is the point? You should, to simplify the whole situation, just make Robert Downey Jr. Victor Von Doom. If he's Victor Von Doom and he's the only Victor, yes. But if he's Tony Stark and then you have Victor Von Doom in the same universe and they're both technically Dr. Doom, that's not going to make any sense because we're going to be like, no, he's Doom. They're not Robert Downey Jr.
So Secret Wars is the main one that they're building up to. So when the Russos come back to direct this, the Kane Dynasty, who they already had set to go on May 1st, 2026. Now they done changed the Kane Dynasty and brought in the Russo brothers. Marvel's got desperate.
They definitely
that was a major shift in the whole universe because what are you gonna do with Kane? You gonna act like he don't exist? You're gonna have to recast him if you're gonna do Doomsday.
And they have nobody. They said they have somebody to recast him, but they're not going. Nobody can do the role that Jonathan Majors do. As soon as that guy sucks, it's over. Because that's what is gonna happen. As soon as
you got these morons talking about he can be replaced, and then all y'all go to the generic black actor John Boyega. It's like, no. Why would you? No, stop. John Boyega is not better than Jonathan Majors in acting. Like, can we stop it, bro? No.
Ain't nobody
black. We don't want it.
Y'all want John Boyega and everything.
No,
remember when they photoshopped him as Blade years ago? Like,
and that's why I liked what Deadpool did. That's why. Have any of y'all seen Deadpool?
Yeah, I saw that day one. I was not getting spoiled. I saw that day one.
Okay,
I saw it 3 times already.
Yeah, me too. I'm four times here, so I got all the merch too. So I was like,
I wanted that Wolverine and Deadpool popcorn cup, but they didn't have it at my theater.
There was a fight.
I got the bucket, the cup, and it's got like the gear, like it feels like the material from the gear. I was like, oh man.
This is my problem with these popcorn buckets lately. Like, they're not like good popcorn buckets. They're good to look at, but as a popcorn bucket, they're horrible.
No,
like, remember the Xenomorph popcorn bucket?
Right. The thing is, you could tell them to put the popcorn in another bucket. They don't have to. You could take that home like just as the souvenir.
Like, so I gotta turn the Wolverine popcorn bucket to the side because it's coming out the mouth and all of that. Like,
well, I think my favorite one that I got is probably the Ant-Man one from last year.
I think the worst one I've seen that's like not practical at all is the Dune popcorn bucket. It's like, dog, how you gonna get your hand in there? The whole mad small.
The sand thing.
Yeah,
everybody liked it because it looked like a vagina.
Yeah, my hand cannot. Like, whose hand is fitting in this, bro? Like,
it was ridiculously stupid. It was just funny, but it was stupid.
Yeah, it did look like a vagina. It did.
Yeah, that's why everybody was buying it. They were cracking up laughing when they was buying it. I was like, this thing is selling.
Yeah, the Deadpool and Wolverine merch. Like, did you see the Xbox controllers?
Yeah, I did.
That was.
Oh crazy. Yeah, but Xbox scanned people because the back that's supposed to be like looking like an ass and all of that. Like, you can remove that magnetically when people actually bought the controller. I was like, that's better anyway because that's gonna be uncomfortable in the hands anyway.
Like, right? Don't nobody want an ass in their hand.
Yeah, I don't want a booty controller.
Right. And my thing is, it's like it's Xbox. So I was like, yep, that crap. So I was like, I don't play Xbox, so they can have it. But this is what he was talking about with the MCU, with all the multiverse. He was, look, the multiverse, we tried it. All right, we got to take the L on this. It's over.
It was y'all fault. It was their fault to begin with. Like, instead of y'all doing multiverse though, y'all was like, they could use that as an excuse all day. The real reason is because they was pushing agendas in their movies for like the last
making bad movies. No, we sick of the multiverse fatigue is not it. We sick of mid fatigue, bad movie fatigue.
Like they always trying to use the excuse of superhero fatigue. You know how long that superhero fatigue word been around? That shit was around since like 2015. When they was in the peak of things, it was like, are y'all crazy? How y'all got superhero fatigue?
Yeah, exactly. We're just tired of these superhero movies. It's like, no, it ain't. Because
I remember when somebody said that one time. It was like, dog, Civil War just came out.
That's what I'm saying. Like what Martin Scorsese, and I'm like, dude, shut your old ass up. Okay? Look, we like the superhero movies. Okay? We like to watch your movies too. But are we gonna rewatch your movies more than Captain America? No. Come on. Stop playing.
What else did they show?
It's like, I love that they put Blade into the Wesley Snipes as Blade in the damn movie. Marvel.
My theater went crazy.
Hey, let's stop giving credit to people that don't deserve this. Okay, Sony don't get credit for bringing back Tobey Maguire. That was Sony's decision. We not giving no credit for bringing back Blade. That was Ryan Reynolds' decision. So we not giving Marvel no credit. Kevin Feige gets no credit for things he doesn't do. He don't do nothing anyway, but sitting there. He don't do nothing but sitting there and have a relationship with another. Never mind. Okay, we're not gonna go there. But anyway, look, I was so happy when Elektra came up first. Everybody was like, "Who?" I was like, "Yeah, her movie was bad. Nobody cared about her." Yeah, it came up. Everybody.
I was completely shocked by that one.
It was so quiet.
When Blade walked out there, everybody was cheering.
Bro, there was people running in my movie theater. People was running at the bottom and they fainted. One guy fainted at the bottom. Ah! And then he fainted again when he saw Gambit.
And then they even did remember the rumored movie with Channing Tatum as Gambit back in the day after Wolverine Origins?
Yeah.
Now I see why that never came off the ground, because the way he was talking, like dog, that shit was hilarious.
That was how they wanted him to sound in the movie, and it was funny, but the whole script was out for the movie. They was start shooting, and the Fox ended up getting, like, they had some money problems and budget problems. They got a new director, and next thing you know, they were up for sale. So the movie never got a chance to get made. But it was like they casted it, and it was going to be a good movie, good plot. But Mr. Sinister was going to wind up being his father. He was going to find out he was adopted. Like, he was given up to adoption by Mr. Sinister. That was his father.
Right.
Oh, my God. That would have been horrible.
No, it was actually going to be a good movie, because there's another...
Because I know who his father is. It's like, his father's like one of that thieves guild or whatever. So Mr. Sinister that wouldn't make sense.
But they said it was going to be like he was going to do a bank heist or something. And the bank heist didn't go well. It was actually a solid script. It
was. It was a pretty solid script.
I have a question. Why is Quentin Tarantino's movie The Movie Critic not coming? I'm upset with him.
Quentin Tarantino, well, I don't know. All of his movies was done while he was high on coke. So I don't know. He might be off of it right now.
You know what's crazy? Like, I liked all the cameos that was in Deadpool, but I wish there was one more cameo they did. I wish they had Tom Cruise as Iron Man. That would have been cool too.
No, they would have been super. They would have been super over budget.
Yeah, because Tom Cruise is too busy filming his own movies. He ain't gonna do that one, but that would have been funny. But I like the line when he had Blade tells him, "I don't like you." He said, "You never did." And a lot of people didn't catch that line. And
I got it because of the Trinity movie.
Right. And I was
Yeah.
cracking up laughing. I was like the only one laughing. Like I caught that line. Like,
and I laughed too with the Ben Affleck line too when they was like, "Daredevil's dead." Yeah. Dead.
He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, don't worry about it."
There was another line that had me rolling. When Blade was like, "There can only be one Blade. There's never one." And then you just see Deadpool just looking at the camera, like just not saying nothing.
Yeah.
That's
one Blade.
Hey, that was funny. I love that, man. I love that Ryan Reynolds.
All these mofos was always trying to skate up ice hit. What do you say? How that line go? Like always trying to skate up.
Always trying to ice skate up here.
Hey, I start busting out laughing. I'm like, this man. I wish they gave him more lines.
Mother effer, are you crazy? I wish you.
I thought he was going to say that. I was waiting on him to say that. I was waiting on him to say that line.
I was like, dog, you telling me he can't be Blade in this new MCU? Are you telling me because he's too old or whatever? All that BS y'all trying to give us, bro? Stop, bro.
Yeah, but Mahershala Ali is actually going to be a good Blade if they just allow him to do the movie. What they should do is have Wesley Snipes. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I did a whole video breakdown on that too, and I told everybody what was.
I'm surprised he was in this movie. That's what shocked me about Wesley Snipes. I was shocked he was in Deadpool because he been dissing Marvel for like a minute on Twitter. Like,
because they disrespected
they wouldn't let him do it because they said, well, he had taxes.
You said what?
And it was terrible. And they was like, well, no, he had tax issues. They were like, he got tax issues.
Man, he always had tax issues.
Why we couldn't.
He always had tax issues. Didn't he get locked up for tax evasion? Like back in the day? Like, come on.
Yeah, he paid his debt. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, man, so he been back making movies. Like, what the hell y'all doing? So Wes gets into this thing, and they was like, will he be in the new Blade movie? And then they was like, man, they wouldn't bring him back for a cameo. Marvel would, and Ryan Reynolds got him put into this as the cameo. Now they see he getting all this roar for Blade. Like when Blade came out, everybody saw Wes, and they was all excited. Now
like how deep are y'all bubble y'all in? Like everybody love Blade.
And this is what I'm talking about, Cena. When Kevin Feige is supposed to be a smart guy, right?
Like nigga, you was around when you was like a protege in X-Men, in behind the scenes. Like Blade saved Marvel, bro. Like the movie saved Marvel as a company, bro. Like,
yeah, that's why they were bringing it out. Like, yeah, we finally got Blade. But they were setting this movie up to introduce the female Blade. And this is what Mahershala Ali was like, hey, that's why the first director quit. They brought in the other guy. He quit when they changed the script around on him. It's like, dude, every time you get a director, they quit. This is 3 directors gone. 5 writers gone.
Did you hear the story about Kevin Feige and like some random like consultant or whatever? Apparently they've been like, these weirdos been like sneaking in like agenda stuff in the script. So the guy, like, they get like people to like overcheck the script or whatever. So he just signed off of it because they will make it like so like sneaky, like they don't even catch it. So when Kevin Feige actually showed up to the set and he caught it, I heard that he was yelling and wolfing on the dude or whatever and fired his ass and all of that. Like whoever that person was or whatever.
Man, whatever. Kevin Feige
tried to ruin this movie. Captain Marvel was in the movie. She had a cameo where she shows up and she beats up Wolverine in that restaurant scene. She was one of the people in there. She comes in there and they fight with Captain Marvel, and they having Wolverine she's there watching like Wolverine get fucked up by Captain Marvel. And it's like, and Ryan Reynolds got involved, and they got into this big fight. And Kevin Feige was like, "No, this is gonna be good." He's like, "You're messing up my movie. I don't like. Why are you trying to make Wolverine look like a punk? Like to Captain Marvel, that's not cool. We know she's powerful and she can do it. But what is the point of having her? We're just showing Wolverine being a badass in this movie, and you just gonna make him look like a punk to her. Like, for what's the point of that? And then y'all come at me. The movie's basically done. We got some scenes in here that was funny and light, and then y'all finna rewrite this, just throw this scene in with Captain Marvel to come in and have her whoop on Wolverine. It's
Like, you know how
no.
angry the people would have been if they would have seen Brie Larson beat up Hugh Jackman. Like, are you
That's
an
Ryan
idiot?
Reynolds was saying. Like, this is why y'all movies are screwing up. And he cut it out the movie, and her and Ryan Reynolds got into it. Brie Larson. So she was the one that came up with the cut me out the movie. And he was like, okay, didn't want you for the goddamn movie. No problem.
Like,
Cut
don't
her ass
nobody
out of
like
every
this. Like, this
scene.
chick is not likable. Don't nobody like this chick.
I
At
think she
all.
cute. I think she cute. I take over Miss
Nah,
Marvel.
I'm good. You like Karens? Because that's exactly what she is.
Hey,
That's
she
exactly
loves
what she
brothers.
is.
Nah,
She
she a
loves
She
brothers.
sucker.
ain't like a full blown Karen, but she's like teetering
Nah,
like
she don't
on that
like brothers.
spectrum.
She like the light skinned white guy. She don't like the real
No,
brothers.
she like the brothers. She be in the
Yeah,
hood doing
but
something.
she but if at the time comes, she will become like the white girl that Majors was with.
Like, I don't trust her. When the time comes, she gonna flip. Like,
Like
dang.
the only people I've seen like her was white guy, like full, like straight up, like true to like
I don't have a problem with
white
her playing
guys.
this
Like,
role.
Man,
I
we don't
didn't
care about
either.
her.
I didn't
But
have
I
an
don't
issue
want to
with her
see her.
either as Captain
I don't want to see
Marvel.
her
What
in
made
a
her
role.
annoying is all the shenanigans she would do just in real life. Like going on stage at the
Yeah,
Oscars and dissing people. Like, I don't need these men to do, but like, who else? Like, and that's what ruined you right there. When she was doing all that stuff, that ruined
that
her.
is true. That made her very unlikable, and a lot of people don't like her. They think she's too liberal now, and they don't want no part.
Even women don't like her because, like, when like she taking credit for women doing like the stunts and all of that stuff for her, and then that's what you have to bring the stunt doubles up and all of this stuff. Like, come on. Like I don't want no white man to do my movie, like to critique my movie, but then you ignore like
Mhm.
other races, like
Well, the thing is, she was mad at
unless it's positive. Like, come on.
she was mad, and she's right. No old 60-year-old man should be talking about no doggone kids movie. Like, it's
No,
like,
I
why is this
disagree.
60-year-old man?
There's no age to this stuff. No, number one, this stuff is old, like way older than me. Like,
Yeah, I'm talking about like kids movies. Like, she was talking about like The Wrinkle in Time. She's like, I don't care what a 60-year-old man thinks about The Wrinkle in Time. Like,
I mean,
that
I
is a
think you
movie
should
for
care
little
because
kids.
they're the ones who's paying for their kids to go watch the damn movie.
Right. It's like, what is an old man thinking about how he didn't like A Wrinkle in Time? She's like, I don't care about your opinion. For
But
that.
who's
And
paying
I
for the
mean,
ticket? It ain't the kid.
yeah, but the movie is for them. So it's like, why are they judging it? You know, like judging the movie that this movie is for
I never gave a
entertainment.
damn about that movie anyway. I didn't even watch it.
Exactly. We're not
That,
gonna
that,
talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not 13-year-old little girls, 18-year-old little girls. This is
they
their
didn't
time.
even show up to see it.
Like,
He said, "Hey,
have you even heard a kid like your niece or something like that even bring this movie up?
no,
So
not A Wrinkle in
exactly,
Time.
like,
Absolutely not."
It was a waste of time. That's what it was.
I
I didn't
watched
even
some
know she
of
was in.
it and
I
I
didn't even
was,
know
what
Brie
the
Larson
hell
was in
is
the
this?
movie. Like,
So the problem is with Blade and what they want to do and what other people don't seem to understand about the new Blade movie is the Blade that they're trying to make is Bloodline. And this is not what Mahershala Ali signed up for.
Exactly.
He was thinking, right, y'all making him a side character in his own movie.
Not
Y'all
just a side
making
character, a side character to a side character to another side character. It was going to be 4
Exactly.
main characters and then him.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is y'all want to promote Black Knight. Y'all was already starring that. Then y'all canceled that because Mahershala Ali's like, look, y'all got Black Knight in there. Y'all introducing. Then y'all introducing Bloodline, the daughter of Blade, with the purple hair and all that. Then y'all bringing her out, and of course she's a gay vampire. So I'm like, oh my
God, I can't, bro.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali ain't finna ride for that.
Yeah, so that was problems with that, introducing that. So they took Black Knight out the script. And I said, wow, they took Black Knight out. They did everything else, changed the script. They had about 3 directors, 5 different writers already. And they haven't gotten to the process of doing this yet. And I'm like, Mahershala Ali finna walk. I'm like, he finna walk. They gotta pay him. All this time to not do work and being stuff, they gotta pay him. So that's the only thing. They got him on retainer, so they are paying him because they want to continuously hold out for this doggone female Blade movie, man.
Because number one, you're
Why
gonna
won't
piss
they
off.
just stop doing
You're
it?
gonna
Who
piss
wants that?
off. Number one, you're going to piss off the brothers. That's number one. 2, you're going to just piss off Blade fans in general. Black,
Do they
white,
not know
whatever color
this is
you are,
gonna
bro. So it's like,
this is gonna flop if they do this. If they have Blade's daughter in this, it's going to flop, and they're going to
I
get
don't give a
ripped.
damn about Bloodline. I personally don't give a damn.
Marvel don't understand if they mess up on 2. But
They was like, just cut it and let Wesley cook.
All
Let
they gotta
Wesley
do
cook.
is that, you know what would be cool if they have him on the set helping with the script with Mahershala.
They don't want that because they ain't in the business of making good movies anymore.
Right. No, Wes already was going to play the guy in the movie. He was okay with Mahershala Ali being played. Wes was playing the guy. They in the original script, they had written the role for Wes. And Wes was playing the guy that makes the weapons. I mean, made the serums for him, like all the herbs and the spices.
Oh, Whistler?
No, not Whistler. He had a guy that was in there giving him his herbs and medicines. That was giving him before he had the lady. Remember that other black dude that was in Blade that he shook up with, and he the one that was giving Blade
in the
all
first movie.
In the same Blade movie, yeah, in the original Blade, he was in there. He was the
Which
black
one?
guy.
1, 2, or 3?
1, the very first Blade. He
He
was the guy. He had a store. He had a whole herb shop, and his whole store. And Blade would come there and buy different herbs. He'd buy garlic. He'd buy all kind of. He'd be like,
I remember now.
Yeah, that's the black guy that helps Blade before that girl came along. He was giving her all this stuff to keep down his all his taste for blood and all that. He was keeping all that down. Wes was gonna play that guy's role, and Wes was gonna have a bigger role in there. But he was having that store, and he had all the herbs in there working with Blade. And then they had some funny jokes, like going back and forth, talking to him about blading. That would have been funny. He's like, I've been with you on this roller coaster like for a while. And he's like, man, you don't know nothing about this. He's like, blading. That's what they was calling it, blading.
Yeah, that would have been a cool way to pass the mantle.
Yeah.
And I don't understand this because there's a lot of instigating going on Twitter too. Like, I'm like, there's nothing on Wesley dissing Mahershala Ali. I don't know where he was getting that from. Like, there was nothing that he said that was
He loved Mahershala Ali. So that's why he was like, oh, that's a great actor. He's like, I would love to work with him one day. And that's what his whole thing is. I would love to work with Mahershala Ali. Definitely.
My argument with Mahershala was like, you can't call Blade old when Mahershala is also old too.
Well, no, that's not automatically true because he was 45 when he first decided to do the role. Now he's 50.
Mm-hmm.
I love him as
And
Cottonmouth. When he was Cottonmouth, he was
oh
amazing.
yeah, he was great as Cottonmouth. But he was gonna be great as Blade too. And I was like, man, he'll be great as Blade because he'll get to the essence of the role all the way down. And once they have that,
You even heard him speak. Remember at the end of Eternals when he was talking
yeah,
to the Black Knight? That was
yeah,
him. So I was like,
yeah. I knew it was him, and he sounds just like Blade. You sure you want
and axing the Black Knight, I was like, that would have been like a good long-term story to build up to Noel because that's the Necro sword. So it's like, I
I
would
don't
love to see
understand.
Noel in the MCU, but you got to have Venom and everybody in there for that. So it's like,
yeah. So the thing is, they was gonna introduce Black Knight. Whistler was gonna be in there. They had this whole thing laid out for Blade, and man, Blade was like on this gauntlet, trying to. But he wanted the Blade movie to be like not into this. Everybody got superpowers type of thing. He wants it more grounded into a movie, like a real movie, like the Blade movies were. He's like, that's what made the Blade movies work. They were grounded in reality. You know, like the vampires weren't just vampires drinking blood just to be drinking blood. They explained why they needed it. You know, like they blood, like they had a curse. Their blood was tainted, like they was the disease, and they body needed the human blood because of the hemoglobins. They needed the oxygen out of it. So it was explained in a scientific way to make it more realistic. So that's why Blade works. I was like, Blade works because it's grounded in a lot of reality and a lot of superpower people walking around doing stuff. When you start taking
Blade had that in his stories to a degree, but it was like I would love to see Morbius.
In reality or something realistic.
Like I wanted more. Like this is why I hate it when
he was supposed to
I
fight
wanted
Morbius
in Blade. Like Black Cat could be in Blade too because that was a team.
They were gonna do Morbius, but they didn't have the money. Right, and then they had that one cameo at the end of the original Blade when they filmed it with a Morbius was on being there, and that was gonna be Blade 2. Blade was gonna fight Morbius, and then in this one, the third one, it was like, okay, we can introduce Morbius, and he's the one that's like in charge of this whole operation. And they brought Dracula into the mix, and they brought Triple H and all these other people into the movie.
I forgot Triple H was in the movie.
Yeah, and he did the pedigree.
Yeah, he pedigrees. What was it? Ryan Reynolds in the elevator.
Yeah. Man, you talked about somebody being pissed off. Wesley had every reason to be pissed. And that's
Trinity
why he
was really bad on that.
Ryan Reynolds is like, man, dude, like, we just here to do a job, man. Like, this guy is pissed. Every day Wesley Snipes is going on.
But Ryan Reynolds gets it now. Like he gets
it. He gets it now because
he got it because Green Lantern was his Blade Trinity.
Like you know what pisses me off is I just don't understand why they just won't make a good Blade movie. Why they just won't do it right. Like it's right there to do it right, and Kevin Feige just keep refusing, and Marvel keeps refusing to make the movie.
Right, because they want to Marvel it out. They want to make it more like Marvel. Okay, well, we can use Blade, and then we can introduce Black Knight, and who else we could get? Let's get Bloodline in there. Now we got the gay lesbian, his daughter. She's gay. She's out there in the world, and
again,
her dad abandoned her.
I'm constantly keep saying this. The Marvel movies in general, your core audience are men. Women are not going to watch Blade like that. In general, I'm just saying in general. They don't give a damn if you put a gay chick in there, bro. They don't care, bro. They're going to watch other movies, like that Tyler Perry movie or something.
Right. Nobody want to see that. It's like, dude, make it about, like, why is it her sexuality got to be the whole theme of the whole thing? If you
I don't want her in it at all.
I'm cool with Bloodline being in the movie with Blade, but don't make Blade. It's his damn movie. The name of the movie is
I'm cool with
called
that.
Blade.
Because
I
she
don't
would
want
be
to
a
see
plot
Blade in
device.
the background while all these other characters are getting off.
I'm
It's
cool
like,
with. I'm cool. I'm not cool with her being in the movie because they're gonna use it as a plot device. Like
Right?
somehow,
No.
some way, like his enemy
Yeah.
is gonna kidnap her, and then it's gonna be all about saving her ass.
Right.
Like,
I
no.
don't want that at
right,
all.
he gonna find out he's a father, then he's another black man that deserted his daughter. It's like, what the hell is this? Blade got kids now, which goes against everything Blade was about. But I'm like, that goes against what Blade was about. Blade was already cursed, and he would not want to give somebody else his disease, his curse of being a vampire. So why the fun he gonna all of a sudden have a daughter?
And once again, Cino, how is Kevin Feige a genius? Keep trying to tell me this guy's a genius. This dude's a moron. All you do is
It's
sleep.
like they didn't learn from the Marvels. No, they think the Marvels was a success.
That's the one movie I said I refuse to go waste my time in the movie to watch that BS. I still ain't watched that movie yet.
Disney Plus so fast.
I still can't even have the. I still don't even have the energy to lift up my remote to click on Disney Plus and watch this BS.
You know, and that's how I feel about Black Panther 3. I have never watched it in the movies. I watched it a bootleg because I refuse to support.
Oh, you mean two? Oh, two.
No, yeah, two. I refuse to support that. You don't say you honor Chadwick Boseman by not recasting him. That just
All you
doesn't make any
had to
sense.
do was follow the comic where he goes into a coma and the sister takes over until he wakes up, and then when he wakes up, he'll be a new actor. That's it. It was that simple.
Right. Exactly.
But no, Ryan Coogler want to be all dramatic. No,
Right, they didn't have
he
to
only can
kill
be
him
Black
off.
Panther. Nobody else can do
That
that.
was too much.
But here's the thing: no black actor. No, they thought about replacing him, but no black actor wanted to touch it.
That's not true,
That's when
Cino.
he said, "Oh no, I wouldn't touch it."
That's not true,
That
Cino.
was true. They thought about it.
The one guy that
no black actor wanted to touch
one guy did say he wanted to do it. The guy who played in the what's the movie? Oh my gosh, the movie about when everybody can go to war at 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. You got to 6 a.m. to where everybody can kill each other. Crime.
Oh yeah, you
the first purge. The first purge.
Yes,
he said he
the guy that
wanted
played
to.
Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Hold on, which guy? Which
the
guy?
guy that played Mike Tyson on the Hulu film. He played Mike Tyson on the Hulu film.
No,
the
that's not the same guy.
or
That's not the same guy.
gangster in the movie?
No, I'm talking about the gangster guy. He played on.
Oh, the one that ended up becoming like the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
The same guy. That's the same actor. He played Mike Tyson.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
But he said that he wanted to play the role because everybody kept asking him like, "Well, he's like, I wanted to play the role." He said Ryan Coogler didn't want nobody to play it.
They messed up. They even messed up in the X-Men '97 animated series when they had Black Panther be Chitaka when that was supposed to be T'Challa. It's like
so T'Challa was in the Fantastic Four. He was in a Fantastic Four TV show, and he was in the X-Men TV show. So now we just supposed to forget T'Challa was in that show? Like, it's Marvel is in
and then they try to make the excuse because they not trying to like T'Challa. It's like, dog, y'all.
Like it's so disturbing. See, no, look. Let me tell you something, and this is straight up facts. If Fantastic Four and Blade flop, Marvel's done. It's over. So there's nothing they can do to recover. Once you mess up Blade, you have lost the fans completely. Kiss it goodbye.
I think Doomsday. I think if Doomsday is bad, it's really
it's over when you mess up on Blade because y'all waited all this time for it to be trash, and Mahershala's gonna leave, gonna be like, it wasn't my fault, they fault. I'll be like, we know it ain't your fault.
Yeah, he ain't one of those people that's just gonna sit there and allow you to PR your way out of this, dog.
Right? Yeah. And in Fantastic Four, It's not that good either. That's just gonna be. That's
Yeah,
gonna
that's why
be.
I was like that. When me and HD had that conversation, nobody never can. Yeah, we did. What are you talking about? We cared about
Nah,
Fantastic Four. What are you talking
no.
about?
We like Fantastic Four, but I mean, we liked
I'm not
one.
saying
We
like it's
like
like,
Reed
oh, my
Richards.
greatest show ever. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying like when it came to the 90s and 2000s, the main cartoons that you saw growing up was Spider-Man, X-Men, the Hulk, and Fantastic Four.
Well, they did it because they were the most well-known characters at the time. But if you do
Yeah,
it
this is
in
what I'm
today's
saying. I'm
time,
just saying in terms of like familiarity, those main four.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's why they kept coming out with it. But if you do it, if you try to do it today, you wouldn't do that. If Marvel just stopped
shit, the
making
last
movies,
time they
they
dropped the movie, that movie was trash. But the last time they dropped was what, 9 years ago.
not was about to be 10.
Yeah, going on 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that movie with Kelly Rowland, and he up in there playing the artist that was accused of murder.
Pull my
Wait,
heart,
for
y'all
what?
leave,
For
man.
what movie?
That Trevante Rose. It's some movie with Kelly Rowland and Tyler Perry made it. The
Oh
last
yeah,
one.
It's on Netflix when he's like a painter or something.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
was
yeah.
killing.
Same
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, he was
He's a
killing.
weird ass painter, just banging her and all this. Then of course the black man in Tyler Perry movie, the black man is always doing something that's just like one in a million. You would think
Dog.
every black man in Tyler Perry movie. That's
Where
why
you
every time
going?
they make a movie, they be blasting him and he be mad trying to defend himself. I was like, dog, you got Corey Hardwick in there playing the craziest black man alive. Now I'm like, this messes up his real life. Everybody's like, yeah, I see why she divorced you and left you, Corey. Look how you acted in this. Everybody knows real Corey cares about his family. Yeah, but look at the stream you going through. That's the character. That's not me in real life. I'm like, why would you get Corey Hardwick to play that role? He paid him the most money he's ever. He's like, man, he almost got paid double anything he's ever done. Just because Tyler Perry wanted him exactly to play that role because of his divorce from Tia Mowry, or whatever her name is, from Tia and Tamara. Because of his divorce, he put him right there.
Oh, Tia Mallory.
Yeah,
Tia
he
Moore.
divorced her
Yeah.
and they got the kids. Now in this movie, he playing a crazy man in there with Megan Good. He's married to Megan Good, treat her like dirt. But the first 10 minutes of that is crazy. That's the craziest first 10 minutes. Everybody was like, dog, this is the first 10 minutes. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Didn't they drag out the brother out the casket or something?
Yeah, took his brother out the casket. Mama, get your brother. We don't need nothing from y'all. Because they were paying for the funeral. The church, and then the dude, I had never seen the dude like, shit, your son going to hell. We all know what your son did. Doing, he was like, oh, how dare y'all disrespect me and like this in this church? Oh, we don't need y'all money. She took her dress off and everything. She was like in her drawers. We don't need this funky ass dress you gave us either. Okay, get your brother. She told them, get your brother. What? They were taking the casket? No, they paid for that casket. We don't need nothing from them. Get your brother out that casket. I was like, oh my God.
What in the hell?
Yes, that first 10 minutes is crazy. That's the first 10 minutes of this damn movie. I said,
Yeah.
That's Divorced in the Black. That's with the Megan Good, Corey Hardwick movie.
Yeah, Tyler Perry is. Yeah, seeing no Tyler Perry.
She's like, it's like my life. I'm like, that's why I sent it to you.
Yeah, seeing no Tyler Perry never seen the gates of heaven, ever.
Oh yeah, but he
No,
always
when
got
I
a black
saw,
man playing some.
I think whenever that movie came out that weekend, I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score in that movie. It said the critic score was 0%. And then the popularity percent was like 97, which was probably all women. So I was like,
yeah, but the movie wasn't a bad one. Like Divorce in the Black ain't a bad one, but it's just that it's so stereotyped. I'm like, dog, ain't no black man finna do
that's all
this.
he does. That's all. Like, dog, I had my breaking point with Tyler Perry a long time ago.
Yeah,
like, I stopped
Tyler
watching.
Perry.
Like,
If
I
you
think
don't like
after
my
Daddy's
movie,
Little
stop
Girl,
like.
I think I was done His daddy's little girl was the only time with the dark-skinned brother was on the actual good side. That was it.
Yeah, and that's because what's his name told him. He was like, there was some changes made in the script. He was like, you were gonna lose your main actor. He was not gonna do that. He was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And he did another one. He did anytime he make a black man look good, he playing the role. I was like, oh, now I see Good Deeds, anything. He the lead. Tyler Perry the lead guy in there. So anytime we make a black man look good, he gotta be the lead guy. I was like, oh, okay, so a black man can't look good in your movies unless he you.
Yeah, Tyler Perry got like I don't know what, I think he got like a complex or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
that's because
I know he tried to hook up with Tyra Banks, and I told you he was trying to get Tyra Banks to be his girl or his beard, and they went out to dinner, and he was just weird as hell, and she was just like, nah, I'm turned off with this. Because in Hollywood, that's how they do. They arrange it through their managers and stuff like that, and they go into this arranged date, and they basically trying to get this like chemistry together. It's almost like a chemistry test, like they doing for actors. So it was all messed up.
You know what else is funny? How did you feel about the when Michael Ealy picked up Making Good right in front of Jonathan Majors?
They just filmed that. They did that horribly because he actually met Jonathan Majors. Like he shook his hand first. It's just that where they wanted to, what the picture they wanted to show you was just that. He had already.
I saw the whole video. I said, "Yo, you're doing too much, my nigga."
The whole video. No, they showed the whole video from the part where he's already met him and already greeted him. They show you the part where he's getting ready to hug her, and she goes, "Ah!" And he goes in there and hugs her. He had already greeted Jonathan Majors.
They don't like. I understand.
They didn't even show that part. That's why
I understand that. He shook his hand. Cool.
Yeah, so
but
it's the
you're hugging my girl. I understand it was a regular hug. No, you grabbing her, spinning her around in the air, and what? No.
Well, I mean, no. I ain't insecure like this, so I don't really care.
I don't give a damn about insecure. This is about a respect thing.
Well, he ain't gonna try nothing. I mean, my thing is this.
Right, he ain't try. Michael Ealy married with kids.
Right.
He cool.
So what? What does that mean? That don't mean nothing.
Now look, if a dude want to take my girl, I ain't gotta pay for it no more. That's
my mentality. I really feel like if a chick want to get
it's like the Chris Brown and Quavo stuff. This is past Sweetie. This is just about male machismo, dog.
Yeah, I ain't got that. I mean, you can have her if you want her. I ain't gotta pay for it no more. Then she come back home and I'll be, well, get your stuff and get your ass out. That's it.
Because it just look crazy. You got Majors like getting cuffed. Like, dog,
I mean, he don't even care like that. That's the thing. He don't care.
And the people some of the people's in the comments talk about they don't care. I was like, y'all must be getting Derek Fisher all the time.
No, I don't think it's that. I just think that, like, I wouldn't have cared because I'd be like, if you want to, I ain't got to pay for it no more. I ain't looking crazy. Like, look, as long as he don't put his hands on me, cool.
And the Instagram personalities, they was fast with the skits on that. They was real quick with that one.
Oh yeah, man. They come right in. But see what I tell you, they clipped it already at this point when he go in for the hug. So this is where it starts off at. They purposely did that. They didn't show where he actually greeted Jonathan Majors first, and then she hugs him. And I was like, that was dirty.
Right.
They
but
just
regular hug though. It don't matter.
Today, this video will surface of the couple attending the Power Players Mix and Mingle event in Los Angeles, where they would run into fellow actor Michael Ealy.
Is that who I think it is?
Ealy, who has shared the screen with Good several times for films like Think Like a Man and 2019's The Intruder, would seemingly ignore Majors and direct his attention to Good, and for many would cross the line when he would pick her up while embracing her.
Exactly. Like, get out of here, bro.
They are friends. Like, that's like,
I don't care.
Yeah, okay, you one of those.
Nah,
LB gonna be one of those guys on the news.
I'm not even one of those guys. It's just a respect. Number one, my niggas know better than that. Like, cause I wouldn't do that to them. I would not. Imagine me picking up they baby moms like in the air like that, spinning them around like Mary
It
Poppins.
depends on how you do. I've done that, and believe me, it was somebody who thought like you, her boyfriend. He took her home. That's how bad it was. Like I was like, man, what happened?
I'm not gonna be angry, like I ain't causing a scene and shit. I'm just gonna be like, I'll just be looking like with my eyebrows up like The Rock and shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is a chick I used to date from out of town. Like she's in like down south. When I go down south and visit, I see her. Like I used to. This back when we were younger, teenagers and stuff like that. We are way grown now. She got a daughter, everything. I haven't talked to this chick in years. She see my car. She went running after my car. Like, I don't know why she did that. I was getting ready to park. I can't go nowhere but to the house, to the family house. I'm going to drop my grandfather off. And she sees me. She gets out the car. She runs down the road, jumps in my arms. I'm like, oh, my God. And she brings her daughter. Her daughter was just running behind her. She don't even know why. The daughter don't know why. She's shaking my hand. I'm like, hey, little girl, how you doing? And he's watching, and the boyfriend's sitting on the porch like, what the hell is that? And I was like, I can understand why he got mad and said, hey, we going home. That's it. He took her all the way back to like Montgomery, Alabama. He drove her straight home. Like, nah, we leave. Why? I got stuff to do. I don't feel well. And she was, what? That's why he drove. I'm like, yeah, that's why he drove. I went to the family reunion. I came back. She was gone. I was like, what happened? They was like, he got mad. Her boyfriend, well, he got mad. He just drove her home. I was like, damn. So she talked to me later, like, yeah, he was tripping. Well, we had a big argument after that. We came home. I'm like, yeah, but you kind of did jump in my arms like that in front of him. He couldn't take that.
Exactly.
I'm like, you gotta explain to him.
It's not even about insecurity. Now, it do depend on like how he's coming. It's not even about insecurity. It's just like, what do you like? You just should have the common sense not to know. Like, you should just have the common sense to know. Like, this is pretty sus.
What's up, baby? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Everything good? How you doing, Mike? One more.
The Shade Room would get their hands on the footage and will share the exact moment to the audience, and now has got the attention of Good. Good would comment on the viral video to clarify. She would go on the right, so we're just going to edit out the first part of the video where Jonathan and Michael exchange a big hug first.
Yep, see? Yep, before he even gives me a brotherhood. Super unfortunate how people don't have anything better to do. Yep, than project.
I understand that. even with that part of them showing the dap up and all of that, you're not like even that, but it's still going to look crazy regardless. Even to show the edit or not, like it's still gonna look crazy.
Yeah, I bet you if you saw him hug dude first and then hug her, it wouldn't have been nothing. They purposely did that to try to make it so.
All right, man. They made that
for each other before he gives me
it wouldn't have made a difference.
Some may have felt Ely allegedly not addressing Majors was part of the issue. The main thing for many, which was do. It's sad, sigh, but still, God bless y'all. Now back to the original comments. While some may have felt Ely allegedly not addressing.
Nah, come on. They ain't had to do this. Like,
right, yeah, they showing this creepy like picture from the movie.
See, man, this one on.
All right, yeah. Now it's like okay.
See, no, this is why I can't stand comedy hype. All they do is steal your content, steal our talking points. And
you said who they are? Who was that?
Comedy hype. All they do is take Cino's content, take my talking points, and make it a talking point on their show. I was like, well, damn.
Is this the same guy? Is this the same guy that was like drawing up that conspiracy with like Cameron or whatever on CNN? When he was trying to say the pink horse power, the pink horse power is pink, his coat is drugs or something, whatever he was saying.
Yeah. They got.
Okay, so this is that guy. All right.
Yeah, I can't stand comedy hype, man. All they do is steal talking points. We talked about on HD thing. They didn't make a talking point about it. I'm like, oh, how so ironic.
Yep.
Videos queued up. Comedy still the hype.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to go live in about another hour. I gotta go eat. Then I'm going live on the main channel. We finna talk about how, they benched Tatum. So that's gonna be
Oh my God.
yeah,
Oh,
so we finna get into
They
that.
benched Tatum and bum ass Halliburton.
Yeah. They both play the same way, so they was like odd man out. But that's Steve Kerr. So we gonna get into that.
That's why I was like, please.
Listen,
Steve
I
talk good when you play good, I talk bad when you play bad. I got nothing to say about LeBron at all. I have nothing to say about KD. Those are the best two players yesterday, bro.
No, they wasn't. Derek White and KD. Okay, Derek White defense.
Y'all gotta get y'all hatred out of y'all heart and shit.
Brian ain't do Dex.
Right.
Y'all gotta get y'all hatred out of your heart, bro.
The game was close when he was in there. KD came in there, it became a blowout.
KD was what, 8 for 8 or whatever?
But you see, LBC, I love how you just not talking about how Derek White's defense in the low post.
That's nice.
Okay.
That's nice. He just looks out of place. He just looks out of place for this whole Olympic team.
He looked out of place because you know why? You know why Derek White looks out of place? Because he's a champion. He's something.
He looks out of place. Like when you form an Olympic team, you're supposed to have all of your star players.
Just wait for an hour. We gonna go live on the main one. I'm gonna everything.
Yeah, and I can't wait to destroy all of them. Disrespecting us.
I heard Chris C was killing you.
Yeah, whatever. He was killing jack shit. He was all over LeBron.
Oh man, I was like, oh me.
No,
because nobody
LeBron.
we're just saying like
no,
I just call it a spade. That's it.
No, you ain't calling the front runner he was doing. He played like dog shit until he came back and checked in when it was going hot. No, we know what you doing, and you ain't calling that out. You ain't being real.